Welcome to Fundamental Islam. There's a narration that says a Jew man came to Prophet peace be upon him and asked him 3 questions. One of the questions was, why does a child attract the similarity to his father or to his mother? Prophet replied, if the man's discharge precedes the woman's discharge, the child will attract the similarity to the man, and if the woman's discharge precedes the man's discharge, then the child will attract the similarity to the woman. In another hadith, he said, the resemblance comes from the one whose water dominates. Now what does this hadith mean? It could be referring to 2 things. Either it is about the gender of the child or it is about the physical resemblance. Let's look at this hadith in the context of gender first. We all know our bodies are made up of cells, and each cell contains a nucleus, and inside the nucleus we have thread-like structures called chromatin. When cell is about to divide, the chromatin condenses into chromosomes. Our cells contain 23 pairs of chromosomes, half of which comes from our father and half of which comes from our mother. 1 pair of chromosomes determine our gender. In female's body it's called XX and in male's body it's called X and Y. Mother always donates an X to her child and father donates either X or Y. When he donates X, the child will be a female, and when he donates Y, the child will be a male. During fertilization, haploid gamete cells are produced. Male produce millions of sperm cells, each containing either X or Y chromosome. If the first sperm that successfully fertilizes the egg has Y chromosome that father received from his father, then the child will be a male. So we can say that the sperm containing Y chromosome that originally came from a man preceded the sperm containing X chromosome, then the child will have a gender of a man. Similarly, if the sperm containing X chromosome that originally came from a woman preceded the sperm containing Y chromosome, then the child will have a gender of female. One thing that we need to note here is that since in 7th century, people didn't know anything about gametes, chromosomes, gene, or DNA, so obviously they didn't have any word for them. So because of that, in Quran and Hadith, anything related to these reproductory things that people didn't know back then are simply called water or discharge, because seminal fluid was the only thing people could see back then, and gametes, chromosomes, gene, or DNA all exist in it. Now let's talk about the second possible meaning of this hadith, the resemblance of a child. Chromosomes carry DNA, that is the blueprint of life. It carries genetic code for different body traits, like eye color, height, nose shape, etc. Alleles are the variants of gene, like different eye colors. Each parent contributes 1 allele for a particular trait. Let's say your mom gave you a red hair color allele, and father gave you a black hair color allele. 1 allele has to be dominant, and hence other has to be recessive. So if your father allele is dominant over mother's allele, your hair color will resemble your father's hair color, and vice versa. So now you know what these narration means. Thanks for watching.